All right, we'll get Jeff's thoughts second. But, Herc, I want to ask you first. Interpret that for me, because you saw that quote and you thought it was a shot at the U.S. I might think it's a shot at it's a shot at the group that
everybody,
they had, right?
Everybody that they played. They're saying that Senegal wasn't of caliber. They're saying that Ecuador wasn't a caliber, that Qatar wasn't a caliber, and especially that the U.S. men's national team, the team they just last played, wasn't of caliber.
Of the caliber of Argentina, which is accurate,
To respect. Like, now you're going to get a serious opponent. Okay? That's pretty much what I'm reading into it there. And Virgil van Dijk's comments indicate that, whereas you got to respect these countries a little bit more.
Right. So that's one guy's opinion. Jeff, you've been hanging out with media from all over the world throughout this tournament. What's your sense as far as this goes? Has Greg Berhalter and this U.S. men's national team changed the way that the rest of the world views American soccer?
I don't think it's a quantum leap, but I think little by little, the reputation is improving. Just listening to Gareth Southgate after the England game, how complimentary he was about Greg and the U.S. team. He talked about how tactically Greg Berhalter threw a wrinkle at the English team, and it took him a while to adjust. So, I don't think it's going to be, just all these giant steps being taken all at once. But I do think the reputation is improving little by little. Now, does it still have a long way to go? Yes. I think, the game against the Netherlands was kind of a humbling experience. I mean, we were hearing all kinds of things about how this Netherlands team was vulnerable, how it wasn't as good as some of their predecessors. It turned out that they were still pretty darn good. And, they were able to take the U.S. and tear them apart, especially in transition. So, again, I think it's baby steps. It's not going to be this huge leap that's going to be taken all at once.
What's Greg Berhalter's marquee win?
In the World Cup?
No.
Okay, generally Mexico. Yeah, the Mexico wins.
Which one? No, one. Pick one marquee win.
Nations League.
That was
ABA.
I agree with you.
Right.
I agree with you. Yeah. That's the marquee win. Bruce Arena, Portugal World Cup, right? Moment stung the world.
Mexico World Cup as well, yeah.
Mexico World Cup, okay. Yeah. Bob Bradley ended Spain's 36 win run.
Yeah.
Undefeated run in Confederations League. Jurgen Klinsmann beat Germany, beat Italy, beat the Netherlands, beat Mexico in Azteca. Everybody before him has had a marquee win that is not just your rival.
Okay.
A big marquee. What are you changing? What does the world see right now? Oh, you beat Iran? Difficult Iran team. I'm sure it was difficult. A very emotional game. It was difficult. But you're going to hang your hat for the rest of the world to think you've changed on a tie, on a draw?
You're saying the England game.
A 0-0 draw?
You're saying the England game is the peak kind of result.
That's what you're going to hang your hat on so the rest of the world can view you differently.
It's a fair point. I think you have to acknowledge what they viewed the U.S. as before this World Cup, a nation that had missed a World Cup.
The same thing they view you as now. They're disciplined, they're spirited, they're
that's a big difference between round of 16 and not qualifying,
They see you the same way as they always seen you, Seb. That's the reality. That's the reality.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.